Welcome back, guys. I'm just doing another tutorial today. I haven't started it sort of outside and shit like that. I'm trying to sort out the settings of my camera. If anyone can tell me why it goes from dark to light to dark to light, I've tried to sort out the lighting settings and all that type of stuff. I've got an M50 Canon, but let me know because it is doing my head in. I've been sitting for the last 20 minutes trying to deal with it. But today I'm actually doing a tutorial based around Trippie Red. I really enjoyed Trip at Night, to be honest. I know a lot of people are saying it sounds very similar to Mr. Rage, but it was the same thing as Playboy Cardi's. In my opinion, I reckon it's just going to grow on people even more. This is sort of like a rage-ish beat. I'm just going to explain how I made a loop. I might make some drums over it, but I just wanted to sort of describe to you guys sort of what I go through in terms of the process of making a rage beat and just sort of arranging it and stuff like that. So I have 7 sounds, all from Serum. So I've actually rendered it out. I'll show you the full loop first, and we'll just explain what I did. So it loops. It sounds good when it loops. Obviously, it's not. You want it to have like that repetitiveness to it. You don't want it to be too. You don't want it to be too long. You don't want to be too storytelling. It's sort of like a. You need to make it hard, and it needs to be sort of consistent, repetitive, and catchy at the same time. So the first sound is just my main chord. So this is E major. And you can see that I've just got layered chords. It's not really complex at all, and that is really doing my head in. I can see it on the screen. But you can see here that it's just the chords. I'm just following all the chords. So I just have a C sharp minor here, and I have a C sharp minor, but I've just changed some of the notes that sort of are above it and below it. Same thing here, and I've just gone down one. So it's very simple. It's just let's just play the chords just by themselves. So it sounds like this. So that's it. It's the exact same for those, and then you don't have to do too much with the chords on rage beats, in my opinion, but my dog is barking for unknown reasons. Second sound is a lead from the Aiden Pacific Serum Bank. He has a lot of different sounds for rage beats and stuff like that, so go check it out. I think it's free on YouTube anyway, so it doesn't hurt to just have a listen and see what you think. But yeah, I think there's a free version and a paid version as well, but I got the free version just to test it out. This is what the lead sounds like just by itself. Basically just trying to follow the chords. You can see I've got the top note here, and it's just going straight up to the higher note that I put there before, going back down to the same note, and then just trying to follow that trend of up and then a little bit down and then goes back up to the start. So that's what that sounds like just by itself. The next sound here is I think it's another one from that same bank. Yeah, so this is a synth from the same bank, and it's basically I basically just got a lot of little accents in the background, and you notice that with a lot of the songs on Trippie Red's album, a lot of the beats are very simple, but in the background they have like little bits of ear candy that sort of stand out from the rest. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't just sound like a normal rage beat. There's stuff on the top and the bottom that sort of just gets missed. So this is what this sounds like, the synth just by itself. It sounds very similar to the lead that I just showed you before. It's basically just following the same pattern. Fourth sound is a bass from that same kit again. This one's called Bass Blades, and it's just to emphasize the beat. I feel like these ones need a lot of bass. It sort of brings emotion behind the beat as well, but this is what it sounds like just by itself. Don't try and think too much about it. There are some beats that do go crazy, like the Betrayal song. It sounds crazy, but it's the thing at the back that goes is just an ARP. It's not anything too crazy. So try not to overthink it. Just do the basics, do the simple stuff. They're the things that are much easier to rap on for the artist. You don't want to overcloud rage beats because it gets too much. But yeah, that was it for the fourth sound. The fifth sound now, I have another one. I have another lead from the same bank. I'm telling you, just get this kit because it is a lifesaver. But I just again, as I've said about 4 times this whole video, just following the patterns and making sure that everything fits in together before you sort of finalize the loop and stuff like that is very important. So again, just followed it going in an uptrend, and then sort of I just played around with the sounds here. I didn't follow everything just for this, but yeah, this is what it sounds like just by itself. So a little bit different. So it has a little bit of that, like the lower end as opposed to the higher end, because you can tell with the lot of the leads that I've got on this, there's a lot of high end, but sometimes you need a little bit of ear candy. Like you probably won't hear that much in the beat, but I know it's there, and I know that it has some substance. It sort of like finalizes, like, I don't know, it just brings the loop together in my opinion. But that's it for the fifth sound. So the sixth sound is I think it's a key. No, it's a synth as well. So this one's a synth as well. Very small. Again, there's nothing crazy going on. This one's called SRT synth. Same kit. So nothing too crazy going on. So you just gotta, yeah, don't think too much about it. This is what the synth sounds just by itself. You can see there's not too much to it. Like I'm gonna say it a million times, but yeah, there's not much to this loop. But when all the sounds are combined, that's what makes it complex, and I feel like that's what's missed. I feel like when you think, yeah, you need to add a million sounds. You need to do, like, you need to put something here, and you need to chuck all this like just crazy amounts of keys. You don't need to do that for this. You need to focus. But that's what the sixth sound just sounds like by itself. The last sound is a bass again. So the bass that I showed you before isn't really a bass. It's sort of like it's almost like a synth in itself. It wasn't really a bass, but this is the main bass. So it's just following the bass notes. And yeah, the bass notes are very simple. It just goes from A to C sharp to B. That's it. It's sort of a very, very similar chord progression to a lot of the Lil Durk stuff and all that type of stuff. It's just you mix around the chords so they don't sound the same. And it obviously works because it's used so often. So this is what the seventh sound like just by itself. Seventh sound sounds like by itself. There we go. And that's basically it. I mean, as I said, you just want to really, really keep it simple. You don't want to go too crazy on stuff. You don't want to make it so the artist can't rap or anything like that. But yeah, just experiment, because you need to experiment with the rage beats more so. In my opinion, you need to play around with sounds, because anyone can make a chord progression that sounds cool. Honestly, that a million people can make them. You just gotta add your own sauce to it. This is sort of my sauce. It's not a lot. This is sort of just like the basics. I've been making music as much as I have wanted to over the past couple of weeks. I've just been grinding NFTs, as everybody with their fucking computer knows about. But yeah, so I'm trying to get a bit more into tutorials, trying to get a bit more into beat making again. I want to get back into like sort of weekly loops, which I'm trying to do this week, and then go from there. But let me know what you want to see next. I'm open to anything, honestly. Give me all the suggestions you need, and I'll love to cover them. I will give it my best shot if I've never done it before, but yeah, just suggest things in the comments down below. And thank you for the support on the Stay video. I seen a couple of comments saying this isn't the Stay song, and I know I'm not trying to recreate something that's already made. I'm just trying to give you advice on how I look at the song. But yeah, I appreciate the support. It's almost at 1,000 views. Thank you so much, guys. Get this video to 10 likes, and then I'll do another one. I mean, I'm still going to do another one, but just help me out. Subscribe as well. It all helps me, sort of keeps me motivated. Thank you for the people that have subscribed so far. It sort of helps me out a lot. So thank you so much, and I will see you again next tutorial. Peace.